Hello, it's Thursday, January 18th, 2018, and as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the podcast. I want to take a minute, as usual, to give a big thank you to everyone who takes time out of their day to download and listen to the show. It's really amazing to me and very humbling every time I put a show out and it actually gets downloaded. It's still kind of surprising to me that folks listen. You guys are wonderful. I appreciate you, spending a half hour or so every now and then with me. And thank you. If I could ask if you could share the show with someone who you think could use the sound of my voice in their ears, someone who could benefit from hearing stories that they may be experiencing themselves and feel like they're the only ones. Yeah, if you could share the show, that would be great. If that's not your thing, if you could, if you're on Twitter and you see my tweet go out, if you could retweet that would be great. If you could rate the show on iTunes 5 stars, leave a review, that would be great. That helps other people searching for topics like depression or suicide find this show. And it kind of helps just get the word out. And, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't help someone, but at least they have the chance. And, that's what we're all about. That's what we should all be striving for, is to help each other out. And kind of build this community in the mental health community, mental illness community, and reach as many people as we can to let them know that they're not alone and that there is hope. Yeah, if you could do those things, great. If you're not up to doing any of those and you just want to listen, that's fantastic as well. Maybe you'd like to just comment on directly to me about the show. Maybe you'd like to say hi. Maybe you want to complain about something I said on the show. Here's how you can do that. You can email me those thoughts at jamoalki@gmail.com, facebook.com/jamoalki, @jamoalki on Twitter, or head over to the website www.jamoalki.info. That's JAMOALKI. Or maybe texting is more your thing and you want to fire off a spicy text message to me. 248-648-1419. That is an old Google Voice number that is not attached to a phone, so phone calls won't work. It's just text. But I do get text notifications on my phone, so pretty much as soon as you send it, I get it. And I realize a lot of folks like to stay anonymous. We're dealing with some topics here that maybe everybody's not comfortable just sharing what's going on with them and who they are. Let me reassure you that anything that's sent to me is received in confidence, and I won't break that confidence. If you say something that I kind of like and I'd like to use on the show, I will ask you. Of course, if you send something and say, "Hey, here's an idea for the show," well, I'm going to use it. I won't use your name unless I've asked ahead of time. For specific things, I might give a shout out and say, "Hey, Adam, thanks for the emails you've been sending. That's been great. I look forward to hearing some more from you." I may say that just as a way to let you know that I am receiving your messages and that you are important to me. So, yeah, that's kind of out of the way. Thanks again for listening to the show, guys, and let's get into the episode. So I'm not sure how long this show is going to be. I had something that happened today that I wanted to try to explain on the show. This is the 4th time I've started recording this same part, and it doesn't seem to be going the way that I want it to. It's not, the thoughts aren't coming out of my mouth the way they're trying to piece together in my head. So today was a beautiful day. We've been struggling with temperatures, single digits, below zero highs. Today was sunny and 28 and just a really nice day. I actually walked a little bit outside without a coat on because it felt so nice and warm. So it's a nice day. So, my spirits are up a little bit. I was feeling pretty good. Even though I woke up early, I had an early start today to get through some extra stores. I am planning a trip to Michigan this weekend, Saturday through Wednesday. So I needed the extra days off, which means I need to pile on some stores this week and the end of next week. So earlier start today so I could go to therapy, which I didn't go to therapy, which is another story that maybe I'll get into another time. Not that anything happened, I just didn't go. So it's a nice day, and I was on my way home, had finished my stores, and I was feeling pretty good. The tiredness had kind of ebbed away, and I wasn't feeling like I wanted to go to the gym, but I was feeling pretty decent. And it was about a half-hour drive from the last store to home. And so I started thinking about, hey, when I get home, I got time. I can do some things. Whatever should I do? And I thought about, there's a little bit of snow clearing yet to do from snow we received over this past weekend. There's always cleaning to do or laundry to do around the house. And I thought, well, maybe I can, maybe push that snow to the side and maybe do a load of laundry before I go to DBSA group tonight. Then I thought, well, I want to send an email to this recording artist that I'd like to use their song on the show, like I did with song 23 and Dear Journal. I have another song that I would like to feature on the show, and I want to get permission like I always do. But I can't seem to find the artist himself to message that easily. And he's a little bit bigger of an artist, so I may get kind of washed. So I have an email address to his management company, and I thought I would send an email. And I wanted some time to stop and think about what I wanted to write. Good thing there I wanted to do. I had a couple ideas for podcast that I thought maybe if I don't want to do these other things, I could sit down and record a podcast, and that would be great. A plethora of things to choose from. And, it wasn't that I was piling them all on one on top of the other as far as get them all done today. It was, here's a list of items to choose from. And, maybe you don't want to do any of them. Maybe you just want to watch TV, take a nap. I was kind of really leaving my options open, and I felt good about it. Stopped at a red light and felt like my seat was reclined a little too much. Like I said, I was kind of tired today, so I think one of my early stores, I reclined a little bit while taking a break from the action. And obviously I didn't get the seat up all the way, so I thought, okay, let me get this seat back up the way I like it. And reached down one click, and the seat is up more straight the way I like it. Turned my attention back to the red light, and it was as if the weight of the world just crashed down on top of me. The things that I wanted, that I had thought to myself that I could do today when I got home, all seemed like the biggest, most monumental tasks there could be. The idea of doing anything, the idea of driving the next 15 minutes home felt like, I don't even know what it felt like. It felt like, oh my gosh, how am I even gonna get home? Everything from going to group tonight just seemed like the worst idea. And then I felt like kind of trapped because, I got to go to group, because if I don't go to group, then I'm going to stay home. And if I stay home, I need an excuse for not going to group. I can't go out and just not go to group and say I went to group. So I felt trapped in the sense that there was something that I should do. So I just felt trapped from that, which I shouldn't have, because if I just told Nora, hey, I didn't really feel like going to group, she'd be concerned. I didn't go to the men's group last week, Thursday, And she was concerned about that. And she would probably be concerned about this, but, it wouldn't be that big a deal. So, no, I wasn't caught. No, I wasn't trapped. That's just poor, bad thinking on my part. But I couldn't escape it. That's what it felt like. It felt like anything that I could do was just monumental. And, I'm not saying that straightening my seat caused me to have a change in mood that did all this, but I mentioned that in just the fact of how quickly it happened. Really, essentially in the blink of an eye, I went from feeling pretty good, not take on the world, gangbusters, get tons of stuff done, but good enough that I was planning to get some things done. And then, the click of a seat, and I felt completely incapable of doing anything. So I came home and I regrouped a little bit. I hopped on the computer, hopped on Facebook, messaged Nora back and forth just a little bit about her day, and touching base with her always makes things seem a little bit better. And I started kind of shaking off that feeling. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I can go to the library, bring my book, read a little bit, type up that email for the recording artist, maybe send some text messages to listeners while I was there. So nothing great, but, out of the house, and okay, good. So I hopped in the car, and I knew that I needed to buy some washer fluid. So I was going to stop on my way up, get a soda at the gas station, and pick up a bottle of washer fluid. Did that and started walking back to the car, and I thought of popping the hood and pouring in the washer fluid, putting the rest of the bottle in the trunk, just seemed like more than I could handle. It seemed like, I don't know, it felt like, that common saying, when you're depressed, you feel like you're walking in mud. That's what it projected to be like. That, holy cow, how can I pour washer fluid into the reservoir? People are going to be watching me. And I just realized this part, but people are going to be watching me. People are going to be judging me. People are going to be seeing how much I spill. Really, small things just seemed like, world beaters. It just seemed like I wasn't capable of doing these things. I wasn't capable of, anything. Really, what I wanted to do was get in the car and pull off to the side of the gas station and just sit there and do nothing and kind of hide from the world on the side of the gas station where nobody goes. But I didn't, so I guess that's a win. I managed to put the washer fluid in, and geez, what am I talking about here? I'm talking about putting washer fluid in my car. That was a big accomplishment for me. Woohoo, way to go me. I guess I'm stigmatizing myself a little bit here. But again, so, within an hour of the last time, I went from being somewhat upbeat and, having a plan of something to go and do, to drop of a hat, the world is crushing down on me, and there's no way that I'll be able to function for the foreseeable future. I've probably experienced that before, but maybe it just, I don't know, for some reason today I really took notice of it, and it bothers me. It bothers me a lot that I can be so, I don't know what the word is, what I want to say, that I can be so, I guess that I can be so sensitive that my mood can switch from being up to being down in, a matter of a second. And it's the case in the car for no apparent reason. And even for the washer fluid ones, that's no apparent reason, really. I'm walking from the store to the car, and in the middle of that walk, whatever, it came crashing down. So what is that? I mean, mood swings are, a symptom of depression, a symptom of a lot of things, I suppose. But I just I don't know that I've been aware of it happening so fast. And I wonder why. I don't understand it. And I guess part of me wanting to put this podcast out was to ask you guys to let me know if you've experienced similar things, if you have that happen to you, and it's not, I can see it happening for some folks who struggle with anxiety. And I don't think it's an anxiety thing for me. But you've got plans to go out, to go do things, and you get to the front door and kind of that panic sets in. That's a kind of a trigger, right? I don't know that I had anything like that. And, I just don't know. What do you guys think? Does anybody experience that? Anybody have some thoughts? Because I know I don't like it. And I guess that would have been a good opportunity for me to practice some DBT and do opposite of emotion or opposite of action. But yeah, I guess maybe I'm learning something here. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Also, send your show ideas. I've been getting a few from a few people, and they're good. I just need to spend some time getting ready to talk about them. So, yeah, send me in your show ideas. Send me something. Maybe there's something I touched on before that you would like to hear more about. I'm an open book as much as I can be here. So if there's something you want to hear, let me know, and I'll figure out how to get it on the show. So, yeah, that's going to be it. I said it was a short episode, and that's pretty short. So everybody be safe, be well. Thanks for listening.